We are Geekcentric, and you can be too. Love ya. Get home safe, guys. Peace.
What's up, geeks, and welcome to the Geekcentric podcast. My name is Kev, and in this episode, we snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, to find out who was right, who was wrong, and who was snubbed at this year's Academy Awards. But first, if you're joining us for the first time, this is a weekly show covering the world of film, television, gaming, toys, and collectibles, and all things geek-centric. Joining me on the show, we have three-time Academy Award winner for Worst Financial Decisions, Nate.
Listen, all right, listen.
I thought you were going to say me. I'm like, looking at him, I'm like...
Nominated. I don't know
and
about...
Nate wrote this, just so everyone knows. And to his left, my right, please welcome Academy Award winner for Best Director in an Animated Fun Boxing, Justin.
Oh.
I thought that one was sweet. I thought that was nice.
Is that what this lovely trophy is here?
We do have a Captain America Oscar in front of us right now.
Thanks,
just
guys.
to
Thank you.
set the mood. How's it going, guys?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, man. We're getting to this episode a little bit later in the week than we normally would record.
Yeah, it's been busy, man. Just leave me alone. It's been busy.
But it's okay because it allowed me to watch like so much.
Oh, get ready for his Whatcha, guys.
Yeah,
it's about 2 hours long.
Yeah.
So
I'll start my own podcast.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
I've been watching so much. I started watching Primal. Do you guys remember we were talking about Primal on the podcast a while ago?
The animated
Gendy
show.
Tartakovsky.
Yeah, the more adult animated story. For him. Yeah,
dude, it's really good.
Where are you watching that on?
I rented it, or I bought it on iTunes.
Of course.
Yeah, whatever.
And the Oscar goes to...
Yes.
4 times. Is that the only way to access it
From
right
what
now?
I can tell, I think so.
Yeah, I think there's probably some way to stream it.
It's phenomenal. It's like if you like those episodes of Samurai Jack where there's no words, it's literally that, but with more violence. It's awesome. I don't want to say any more because Justin will say I'm spoiling it. But definitely check out Primal. They've only got 5 episodes out right now. They are working on getting more out for. It's only like part 1 of season 1.
Right.
But just to clarify here, even though I'm subscribed to 100 things now, I still have to pay for this show.
Yeah,
that seems ridiculous.
Well, I'm wondering though. Like, I just recently signed up for Stack TV through Amazon. On that streaming platform, they do have more current and like recent stuff. So I'm gonna explore that and see if it's available there. Is it a Cartoon Network or
it's Adult Swim?
So they do have Adult Swim. So
okay, there you go.
If
might be
they
there.
might have it there.
I also watched Little Women again with my mom. And
you've seen it twice.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
She loved it. My mom loved it. My dad didn't want to watch Little Women, so I sent him to watch Knives Out. I got him a ticket for Knives Out.
Nice.
And Little Women, my mom and I, we cried and we loved it. It was so good. And
you acted like a little woman.
Exactly. Yeah. I started watching. I watched The Outsider. Have you guys been watching The Outsider?
It's the HBO show with. Is Jason Bateman in it?
Jason Bateman is in it
for a little while.
Yeah, we won't go too far into that. But no, Outsider. Honestly, it's Stephen King, and Stephen King TV shows. I gotta say, I've started watching in the past and fell flat. Like, it just, 3rd episode, I just was bored and it didn't really go anywhere and the acting wasn't that great. This show, I think it's because it's HBO, is killer.
It's probably carried by
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yes.
Yeah, he is fantastic. He plays a good American accent. Like, he actually does a pretty good job with it.
Well, one of the big movies that he was recognized for was that film Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt. That was the first time I was really introduced to him, but then he started showing up in a lot more movies. So I thought he was actually American from seeing that movie.
Right.
I was surprised.
Because he doesn't just do an American accent. He's got his natural lisp.
He kind of has a bit of a lisp, yeah.
And
I like it.
It's cool. It makes it so authentic, right?
It adds the personality.
So yeah, he's fantastic. Also, Cynthia Erivo is in it. She's if you don't know, she was Harriet Tubman in the Harriet movie that was
nominated. Yeah,
nominated. She does just as good a job, if not better, than Ben Mendelsohn. You got to check out The Outsider. It's really, really good. I won't take up too much more of our time because I know you guys watch stuff too. Avenue 5. We talked about it on the podcast previously in a trailer time. It's Hugh Laurie, and it's in space. And you know that scene in WALL-E where it just shows all the fat people and it's kind of like that mixed with a bit of like Silicon Valley mixed with a bit of you know what it actually reminded me a lot of was The Good Place. You guys, you know The Good Place
with Christian Bale.
Yeah, and Hugh Laurie kind of has to take care of everything that's going on. I gotta say, it wasn't that good. I was really hoping it would be a lot better.
Interesting. That was going to be my.
But that was
going to be my watcha. That's the main thing. I'm 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Right?
I mean, the idea of a space cruise is so cool.
But I think so much of the writing that they're saying is falling flat. Like the jokes are not hitting.
You're saying that there's an HBO show that you don't like.
I know.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, listen, I'm going to give it more time. Like I said I didn't want to watch it, but I do want to just see where it goes.
You'll see it through.
I'm 5 episodes in now.
Okay. It's weird because it's like the premise is kind of like a horror movie when you really think about what these people are going through.
Yeah. And then, last one I promise, but this one is honestly my favorite thing that I've watched for such a long time. And it really snuck by me. Kidding. It's a Showtime show.
Oh, yeah, with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Are you kidding me? Like, he's a freaking masterclass actor in everything that he does. Like, I'm just going to say it. Wow, this show. Yeah. I don't know. I fell in love with it. Watch Kidding if you have Crave.
Well, Kev, what you been up to?
Again, checked out Avenue 5. Undecided.
Yeah, right?
Very undecided. I want to like it.
Yeah, because of Hugh Laurie.
Yeah.
I want him to be...
I like that he's back
let me
in
tell
TV.
you, do not let the end credits play because the song is like jarring and weird.
Oh, really?
Oh, like it's this weird space sound.
Yeah, and it doesn't really fit with the rest of the show.
Yeah. Like you finish this comedy and then all of a sudden it's this horrifying music.
Yeah.
Again, but the things that happen in any other scenario would be a horror movie.
Right.
But it's not supposed to be, so it's just weird. I don't know.
I still don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I did watch, actually? I did go and see Birds of Prey.
Oh, okay.
And the fantabulously boring, over...
No way.
Yeah. I hated it. It's a ripoff of Deadpool and John Wick, and, strangely enough, The Purge.
Yeah.
But all female versions of it.
Yeah.
The dialogue isn't witty. It's annoying.
Really?
After 5 minutes of Margot Robbie doing... her
voice.
Harley Quinn, you're ready to leave.
Really?
It was awful.
Huh.
I'm all for girl power.
Yeah. Well,
Just not... I'd take the scene in Avengers where they all teamed up and were badass over a movie where it's for the sake of it. And that really is what it felt like. It's just 2 hours of girls beating dudes up.
yeah.
Right.
For no point. You know, it was...
It was just girl power in your face, right? Like, in a sense?
But yeah, but it not even done in an empowering way, in my opinion. It was just like, here's what dudes in action movies have been doing for 50 years, but we're going to do it with girls, and that makes it better.
So that's what I've heard about the movie as well, is that it seems nonsensical, right? Like, there's no purpose or thing. Like, it's great to actually have a cast full of women like this, and they're great actresses, but the material and the story just feels very like, you want to see women kicking butt? Well, this is the movie for you.
There you go. There's your 2 hour
exactly. So, and that's what I've heard about the movie.
Other than that, I got no time to be watching stuff.
No, too busy.
So busy, man.
Busy guy.
Well, I too have been busy with work and other things, but in the midst, since we've been back from Disney, I finished Clone Wars, which ended up actually being very interesting. It's an awesome series, man. I was like thoroughly impressed. Like,
my brother keeps harping on me to watch it.
Yeah.
The things that they bring out about the Mandalore and the sort of, you know, everything about
just
what
even
happens.
Characters that pop up that you wouldn't expect
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all been spoiled for me now, but
There's just so much that's already been done in this animated series that that could have been potentially really great live action stories.
Yeah.
And now that it's done, it's like, how do you go back to see the Darksaber at the end of The Mandalorian, right? And
Yeah.
to understand where that came from. It's interesting to
So
see.
is that history sort of
Explored.
brought up?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Cool.
You,
It's
you literally get to
explored.
see the origin of that specific item.
So in Rebels, they actually do go into the history of it,
Okay.
because in Clone Wars, they only really kind of talk about like, it was a Mandalorian weapon and how it got into the Jedi's hands and blah, 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 blah. So there's all this sort of stuff that just kind of gives more breath to like something as simple as that, seeing that Darksaber at the end. So I appreciate something like
But
that now.
that's Star Wars, man.
They brought
Makes it
back
so much better.
Qui-Gon, like
Yeah, to bring back Qui-Gon, like, and actually have Liam Neeson,
Yeah.
and
I
to
appreciate
explore
that.
the origins of Force ghosts,
Yeah,
essentially. Like,
exactly.
that sounds really cool.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite like three. That's how the season closed, with those 3 episodes. So, but yeah, I loved it. I got into Rebels right away. Rebels is great as well. I'm surprised at how much I really enjoyed it. I don't like the animation as much, but and then after that, I've actually watched a show that you guys would really like. I won't say much about it, but Mythic Quest.
I did want to start watching that one.
It's got the this sort of Silicon Valley, but with a gaming sort of technology behind it. So it's actually pretty funny. It's by the guys from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you would really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Kev, because I know you're a big
Yeah,
fan
my
of that show.
my brother the other day was
I
like,
told him
you
about it.
and Sarah need to watch this
I
show.
told him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I actually checked it out. It's pretty good."
Oh, he's a dick.
Are all
Yeah,
the
he loves
episodes
it.
out? Like, can I binge it?
Yeah, it's on Apple TV. I'm only 3
Or
episodes.
are they
in.
doing weekly
No,
release?
It's all
See,
10
and that's
episodes.
and that's why I can't watch it, because the only place I can watch Apple TV is on my phone right now.
Anyways, but yeah, that's what I've been up to. Cool. Or watching.
Okay, well, sounds like you guys have been busy, but I've got my eyes on a couple news articles, so maybe we'll just move into the news, because one got me very, very excited.
Ooh,
Cool.
okay, let's do it.
It's all about the details.
Well, how's this for some interesting news? Tom Holland says Uncharted now has one of the best scripts he's ever read.
Oh, I don't know.
This is from Catherine Webb. Coincidental or not? From Cinema Blend. The Spider-Man actor has been tied to Uncharted since last June, back when it was originally scheduled to be released in December of 2020. Since then, the film has seen some upheaval behind the scenes, which seems to have pushed the film back to a 2021 release date. Though Tom Holland is busy with his Marvel commitments, he still seems to be enthusiastic about taking on the role of Nathan Drake. Anyways, he read the newest draft and he really, really likes it. So I think for fans of the Uncharted game series who are looking forward to this movie, that's exciting news, certainly.
You know, in Uncharted 3, I think it is, there's a flashback scene where you play as sort of a teenage Nathan Drake. In Uncharted 4, you play as like a kid version. But in Uncharted 3, I'm pretty sure it's 3 or it might be 2. I can't remember now these days. But you know,
Getting old.
that's the version, right? That's the version of Nathan Drake that I'm seeing Tom Holland as. It has to be, right? Like the
course.
age is so off, right?
Of course.
So he's going to be
It's
like a
gonna
young Nathan Drake.
For sure. It's going to be the prequel story of Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Which I
Which they
applaud
kind of
them.
already explored, though, in 4.
Here's my thing. I don't really understand why video games need to be movies, because they're an experience of their own. Like you look at this game and you think this is an interesting take on
You
an
tell
Indiana
that to
Jones.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Which apparently is doing really well. I haven't seen it yet.
So yeah, like I just don't know if this, like, to me, what I loved about this game was that it was like an interesting take on an Indiana Jones experience.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like they could have done they could have done this as a movie already, right?
Well, they did. Called Indiana Jones.
But that's what I mean, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
So they did it as
Which
a game.
Nate hasn't seen, I'm sure.
I've seen a little bit of the
Oh
first
my god, I
one.
can't believe
I've
it!
seen
I
a
was
little
just
bit of the first-
kidding.
They're old movies, you guys, for old people.
No, they're not. They're actually classics that are like.
I'll watch it. I promise.
my
I will
God.
watch it
Before
before
the fifth one comes
I'll
out.
watch it before Uncharted comes out.
So I honestly think though that like this, what I liked about it was that it was an Indiana Jones experience, but modernized, and it was a bit different, and it just had that same sort of thing. Why do we need to translate it to a movie? It's like Last of Us. People want to put that into a movie. It's like, okay, maybe like how things might have happened, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that in itself was a movie game. Like,
Well, yeah,
I was playing
the
that for
cinematics
story.
and the way that they make, like, Naughty Dog is such a, I'm going to use this word a lot, masterclass at what they do. Like, they're so good at creating these narrative stories that are like movies, to the point where, like, I'm okay.
playing
Like, I
through a
don't,
movie.
yeah, I don't even like watching like people play video games, but I will watch this game being played through just because of how it is a movie. Like it's so good, and so are all the Uncharted series. So absolutely, I it's going to be really strange. I don't know if it's going to do well. I mean, maybe because it's him in it, but and you got Mark Wahlberg, who's going to be Sully.
And apparently Tom Holland said he thinks he kills it or whatever.
Right.
He thinks he does a great job, or he's going to, I guess. But
Yeah.
What's clear though is that they're going to go for a younger take, which I think is smart if they're going to do something in association with this game.
I think they're missing the mark. I think the only way they could have done this movie was to actually cast Nathan Fillion and actually do what everybody has been saying they should do for 10 years.
Yeah.
Now that they're going so off of that line of thinking, it's kind of like reimagining the appearance of Sonic. Fans did not like it.
Yeah.
And they had to literally go back to the drawing board and redo it.
Right.
And so I don't think that this is going to register with people. I mean, I've never even played these games, and Nathan Fillion is
I mean, that there was the live action short,
which was great.
Did you guys see that? Yeah,
that was so cool.
And it was like that. It was absolutely Nathan Drake. Like it was so perfect to the point where I'm like that. I could see it as another short, like a series of shorts or something like that.
Yeah.
But just to fill in some of the blanks or some of the spaces in between some of these games. But we like a whole movie that explores his origin. We played through his origin in 4.
Well, yeah, and I think the other thing too is Sony's very desperate to kind of find, maybe not desperate, but they're very eager to find.
They're desperate.
They're eager to find their own universe building elements.
Whatever.
So they're
Disney
gonna
will own them in a couple years. It'll be fine.
No, but they're very concerned about trying to create their own universe of properties. So I think they're pulling from their game bank. So
I just think this is a misfire.
I do, yeah.
This isn't what you imagine when you think of Uncharted. It not some teenage looking dude running around exploring his.
And again, these stories and these characters are so fleshed out. Give me a movie about a character that isn't fleshed out.
Yes.
Like maybe that's why Sonic actually did okay and is okay, because it's a character that doesn't have a ton of story aside from like the 90s
what
cartoons.
What do you mean, man? He runs in circles and collects rings.
Right.
That's all you need to know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like give me like a Metroid Prime movie, or give me like I was listening to another podcast that they were talking about like the idea of video game movies, and I agree. Like
I'd see that Metro movie,
right? Take stories, take games that have much less story and much less character development, and then make a movie out of them.
Yeah.
Don't go the other way around.
What are they going to do?
We already have those stories.
We don't need a Halo movie.
Right.
No,
we know Master Chief.
Yeah, because the story is fleshed out so well.
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't beat this into the ground. Let's let Sony fail again, or we'll wait and see. That's probably a more optimistic.
My only thing
view.
is that we're saying that he's young to be casted right now. It's going to be a young version, but who knows? Whenever this movie gets made, he might be old.
be old enough.
Do you think at 25, Tom Holland is all of a sudden going to go through a growth spurt?
No,
the guy's going to play a high schooler until he's 50.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Now, here's a man who went through a growth spurt, both in his career and physically. Robert Pattinson's Batman suit was just revealed by director Matt Reeves. Looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looked pretty cool.
Looks cool.
Yeah. Very red.
It's got a collar.
Yeah.
Which is fancy.
Yeah.
It's like his dress bat suit, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I think is inspired by a certain iteration, either in Arkham, the Arkham.
Oh, the
games.
Arkham games. Yeah.
He's got like sort of a
Well, they're saying the
collar
armor.
on his cowl.
Yeah.
They're also saying like the way the armor is placed over top of whatever he's wearing, right? Like it's almost like a vest kind of. It looks very artillery.
I also heard that there's like the bat symbol in the middle of his chest is supposed to look
Knives.
like a gun.
I think it'd be interesting if it's knives, like blades that he throws.
That would be cool if he actually gets to like take it out but apparently like there's a rumor online that says that it's a gun that was made from the gun that killed his parents, which is like that's a cool way to bring that into the if you're gonna.
I hope that's true.
If you're gonna if you're gonna change the origin, because I think that's another thing. Like we talk about these video games that have all these established storylines. We've seen Batman origin so many times. This is supposed to be a fresh Batman, and I
really wish
I want different Batman.
Didn't happen in Joker. It didn't need to.
Yeah.
Right? To see the pearls again for the 100th time and everything like that.
But it might be the only thing that it needs for this movie. Just to have that one element, maybe then it's not so much of a topic of discussion in this movie because we've already seen it, right? Kind of like how Spider-Man was approached, like with Homecoming. It's like we don't need to see
He's
his
just
origin.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? You already know.
hope they take that approach.
I mean, they did it with Batfleck,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Where, you know, he was
I
just
wish they
Batman.
I just wish they did everything else about all that much
Better?
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, he was.
Give
he
me
was-
an origin to everything but Batman.
No, and like
Instead of nothing.
It's
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that we don't get to see more of his portrayal of a Batman that was not Justice League-y, you know, like not
Yeah.
like something that is a little bit more like an older Bruce Wayne.
I
'Cause
still like
that's
I like that
old-
aspect of
No,
him.
that's what was
the
really interesting.
Logan sort of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what made that whole
He's
process
been at
interesting.
it. He's tired. He wants to retire, and he gets brought back into
Right.
it.
That's-
That's a cool.
and that's-
That was a cool spin on it.
And that's a
Whereas I think this will be
Baby Batman.
yeah.
no, yeah. This will be Detective Batman. Whereas I
I
think
think that's what people want.
no, for sure. And I think that the thing that they could have done with actual like Ben Affleck is actually do the stories of Frank Miller with The Dark Knight, and you know he was retired and he was out of the, you know, still connected with all
You're
that.
crazy. I prefer the story of being concerned with his mother's name. It was so good. On to the most exciting news I have seen in maybe years.
This is crazy.
Rick Moranis is returning to Hollywood, to movies, to anything. He's back.
Yeah.
For the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot. He's done his 20-year Hollywood hiatus.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised though it's this movie that brought him back and not Ghostbusters.
I think he might be in Ghostbusters.
Oh, this is like that's why you're a little more excited, I guess, right?
It got me thinking.
Yeah.
It definitely got me thinking, like, what if he comes back for a little, even
Yeah.
a scene in Ghostbusters would be
Yeah,
cool.
because they could have reshot it.
That's interesting.
And maybe that's what actually got him to come back. Is like that
I mean,
cameo.
this is kind of the biggest
Yeah.
solo, you know, Rick Moranis is kind of your famous side character
Sure.
in a lot of things, whereas he is the main character in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
And this is going to be kind of like a passing of the torch situation.
Yeah, for
Josh Gad, I think, plays his son. I don't know. They'll make it work. I guess.
Did you see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yes, I've seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Really?
And I've seen
a movie that predates
yeah,
the 90s.
and
You
I
it.
saw the one about where they make the baby big, blew
Okay,
up the
the
Honey,
baby.
I Blew Up the Kids.
Yeah, that's those. I've only seen those ones. I think there's another one. They're okay. I don't know. They were all right.
They're old.
Yeah, no,
They're
it's
all
not
good.
even. It's not even that. I think the first one's like really good, but
The first
after
one's
that,
the best one.
They're
Yeah,
not.
I wasn't a fan of number 2, obviously,
No.
but
It was a number
number
2.
1 was classic. Is great. It's great that they're finding a way to
Bring it
bring
back.
that story.
Well, now, and I have read a little bit about what the script entails, and there's
Oh.
something about how I think it's Josh Gad's character, so
Yeah.
Wayne's son, his wife has cancer,
Oh, wow.
and he's trying to use the shrinking technology to shrink the tumor or whatever it is. Like, that's his whole thing, and it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But maybe that story about losing his wife resonated with Rick Moranis.
Wow.
Because that's why he kind of left Hollywood after he
Right.
lost his wife and everything. Like, I'm kind of
If
wondering
that's
if
what this
that's
movie
why.
is, like,
Yeah.
sign me up. I'm ready
I mean,
to cry.
spoilers. But I did read it somewhere.
No,
it's-
yeah.
But yeah, no. So it sounds like it was a failed attempt at curing cancer in his
Okay.
wife, and that's
So-
where they are. And
This is gonna make me cry. Is what you're saying?
yeah, but everything does.
You're crying right now, man.
Shut up. I can't wait to see a trailer for that movie.
That will be exciting because, again, it'll be our first glimpse of him on screen in however many years.
Right.
But in the meantime, there were some other trailers we watched.
Oh.
So why don't we discuss those in trailer time?
Such an obvious segue.
It's trailer time. All right, well, I do know we have a bunch of trailers to get through, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. We'll get through them as fast as we can, especially because a lot of the trailers we watched were just 30-second little snippets.
Yeah. Well, almost.
Well,
But not this one. Not the first one.
Yeah.
Because this was, 17 minutes long?
Did we watch the whole
It's
thing?
pretty
I'm
much the
talking
whole
about
movie.
Fast 9.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, was that a long trailer.
Yeah, I was surprised at how much, but
Are
you
they
know,
all like that? All the trailers for the Fast series?
yeah, most of them.
I
Usually.
mean, I thought you were asking about the movies, and yes, they are. I've never seen a 4-minute trailer for anything in my life.
I have, and they have done trailers like this where it is very excessive on the action, because I have to say, every time they come out with these trailers, I laugh my ass off. Just at the
But not at the parts that they want you to?
No, at the absolute sheer ridiculousness of everything that they do.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. To see a car
now,
cliff swing.
Are you into the Fast and Furious series?
Oh, 100%.
All 8.
Oh, man, we went and saw the first one together, dude.
I know, but that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but ever since then, I've stuck with it. I've seen all of them in
Do you
theaters.
remember when it was a series about racing cars?
Right, yeah. No.
Just 60-second
There was
miles
actually-
or whatever,
there's
just drag racing, and that was it.
There was an interesting article online. I think Cinema Blend posted it about why they transitioned from movies about car racing to that. But like
Marvel.
Number
That's why.
Number 2 though had an element of still very similar to the first, where it's
Oh,
like
yeah, but
infiltrating, but using
Sure, but then all of a sudden they're
race car
driving
lifestyle.
the cars off of ramps into boats at the end, right?
I'm the Black Superman. Like, come on.
That's Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, not the same franchise.
Really?
It's exactly the same franchise.
I thought it was the same.
It is, it is.
Okay.
It's in canon.
This movie is literally getting spin-offs.
But
Yeah.
A genetically modified Superman in the
interesting.
movie.
Yeah, just watch it. It's pretty
In
good.
a franchise that started with racing cars. Literally, that was it.
So this,
And NOS.
I've never seen.
And like using
But
NOS
still,
was
it's-
so cool in the first movie. And now they are swinging on vines off of cliffs with their cars.
It was a chain,
and a helicopter is magnetic, or a plane is magnetically lifting a car in midair.
I mean, in number 7, I think it was, or maybe 8, The Rock punches a missile shot from a submarine. Like, it's
no.
insane.
I think
He does. He like punches it. In
what movie?
It was on the ice. Remember, the submarine shoots through the ice.
Yeah.
This is a movie about
Really?
cars. The submarine shoots through the ice and fires a missile, and The Rock punches it in another direction.
But who won the race? Find out in Fast 9. Which apparently there's also a Fast 10 happening.
Yeah.
That's already been announced.
They're drawing out the series again.
drawing out the series.
Yeah, they're drawing it out. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Look out, Marvel.
I mean,
but
listen.
but see, here's the thing. Like the thing is that when we talked about in our top 5 movies, you were comparing the idea of watching movies for entertainment and then for other things. This is like one of those things. It's absolutely stupid.
It's
the situation.
guilty pleasure
It's guilty
as
pleasure as
hell.
hell. But it's interesting to see how they've been able to just keep it going, and I think everyone is kind of holding their breath as to like, is Fast 10 it? Are they going to go to Fast 12?
We all thought Fast 5 was it.
Hey, listen, as long as people keep watching these movies and it does well in China, that it's going to keep going.
Well, yeah,
And it does well
and
in China.
the joke's been around for 5 movies now.
Well, yeah.
I really want to see them race spaceships. Like, get into space.
Yeah.
Sure.
For now,
And
you
then
know?
they meet up with the Guardians
And then
of
the
the
Rock
Galaxy.
punches the moon and it explodes. Like, that's where this is going.
Yo,
let's get there.
It's Fast 10 Race to Space.
Race to
Jeez.
space.
Trailer time is almost as long as that trailer.
We
so
did
should-
talk a lot about Fast 9, but that was the longest trailer, so it seems fitting. This next one was much shorter, very, very quick little sneak peek at the upcoming Marvel Studios Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that they didn't really give away too much, and they
What the heck is WandaVision going to be about?
Dude.
looks cool. I
looks
actually really
wild,
yeah,
man.
it looks.
But
really
I
cool.
love how they show her through different generations of television.
It was like I Love Lucy,
yeah.
the Brady Bunch.
You got the Facts of Life in there or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, it looks so fantastic. The only thing that worries me is, like, I feel like those snippets that we've seen are such small sections of the show. Like, I would love if they just went hardcore with WandaVision and just made each episode
Based on
themed
a
that
different-
way.
that'd be cool.
But I think that's one episode.
I don't. I think it was already like at Comic-Con. It was pitched that that's what this show was.
They're going to do
like,
it episode by episode that way?
Well, not maybe not episode by episode, but it is going to be a blend of these things. So they're not just going to be quick snippets. It is. Gonna
Let's
be-
get weird.
Yeah, I think it is. And
Cool.
And,
I mean,
They
they
should. They
they-
really should.
I think she's going to be trapped. I
Yeah.
think inevitably she's trapped in something. And what she's seeing is her life through different renditions
because
of
when
what
does
she's,
this?
you know.
When is it going to take place? Do we know? We don't really know anything.
We don't know.
right?
And if anything,
'Cause, I
though,
mean,
it's-
Vision's in it, right?
Right, but
So is that in her mind? Is
Right.
that-
Is he actually there?
Yes, and also the other thing too is that whatever this is, her character is going to be in Doctor Strange, right? So that's
Yes.
been known. So this is obviously going to drop before that. So there's going to be some sort of trying to find it. Maybe if she's trapped somewhere, maybe Doctor Strange thing is trying to get her out. That's what we learn at the end of the season.
And so that is the end of this year, I believe, right?
Yes,
December of this
WandaVision,
year.
yeah, it comes out at the end.
But before that is Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I think that's May. Is that May?
August.
August. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That looks good, and there's a lot that like I just love the visuals they showed for it. You know, like the shield, obviously. You know him. You know, the Falcon throwing the shield.
Like sort of like he's
Practicing,
working at
yeah.
kind of trying to become Captain America, and I think the idea is that maybe the government or somebody had a different idea, and so that's kind of going to be his thing, is proving himself. You know, he was handed the mantle, but you know,
the government doesn't think
they
he
didn't
deserves
want.
it.
Yeah, so
exactly. They didn't pick him. They didn't pick him. But also seeing Zemo, you know, Zemo back in there. Dan
That was
Brule.
cool, and I love how they did the music, like with the chick, 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 and you sort of can see the bullets falling out. Like it was just that trailer was. You know, speaking of great trailers, that was a fantastic trailer. And then in the series, I can't remember his name, but there's a character that runs out onto a football field that is supposed to be.
Well, you know, they casted Wyatt Russell as the U.S. agent, or John Walker as his alter ego.
Right, so he runs out onto that football field.
Yeah, because I guess they're doing like a big sort of like presentation of their version of Captain America.
Right, and they're trying to take it away from Sam.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Which I'm like,
they probably want the shield back, everything like
that's
that.
Yeah, because
crazy though. Like that seems so. I don't know. I guess it's just very real.
And
You know,
also makes it wonder too with the whole race card.
that's what I'm saying. The government
Right?
wants to take away Captain America because like they're going to pose it as a thing that it's not because he's a black guy, but it will be because it's still Hydra.
I'm wondering though if
that's the case, this show should be on Apple TV.
We'll see how far Disney Plus takes it. And then, dude, Loki.
yeah, that one clip of him at the end,
Right?
What was this?
That's enough for me.
That's like 2021, right?
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
further
That's
out.
all they're going to show you is just a little.
But it's, you know, you can tell the way he talks. It's like evil Loki.
Well,
you know what I mean?
apparently-
It's not good
apparently
guy Loki.
He's got like an inmate suit on, and apparently they're time police or whatever.
Oh, wow.
That he's been
That's
captured
where
by.
he's been-
So,
oh, cool.
So he's been captured for.
So they're really
messing
gonna
with,
explore that.
Yeah, I think so.
Did Darcy tell you that?
No, I just read
You
Easter
read that?
eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how people found 100 Easter eggs from a 30
From a
second
30-second
snippet. But, you know,
That was a great trailer.
it was
Really
really cool. It was really really well done. And again, 30 seconds and not 4 minutes. So take a lesson, Fast 9. Speaking of sequels, though, we also got a trailer for A Quiet Place 2.
Yeah, nice quick little one.
A little noisier.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
No,
much
no
noisier.
subtitle. No subtitle.
Oh, yeah. You're saying that's the name of the movie? Dude, that moment. You've caught up now, Justin. You did watch
I've
it?
actually watched it, so
Sick.
yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it definitely deserves a sequel.
Yeah.
So now I'm excited to see.
See, I kind of thought it ended. They figured out how to beat the monsters. Where can it go from
but
here?
this seems like it's going to be both a prequel and a sequel. In the
No, for
same
sure.
movie.
Yeah, I think we'll get more of the backstory.
Yeah.
Like, to see the whole opening scene with people talking and stuff. That obviously felt very flashbacky, right?
Yeah.
And then that thing runs in. So, I think
it was quite shocking.
Yeah.
I love that moment.
Have you seen
That's
the
so cool.
longer? I mean, we're talking about the 30-second spot.
The big
here.
game
Have you-
spot.
Yeah. Have you seen the 2-minute trailer?
Yep.
And so instead of John Krasinski's point of view, it's Emily Blunt in the car.
Yeah.
And they're driving and something goes by, and then all of a sudden they're reversing away from the bus. Also very intense.
Oh, my
like,
gosh.
yeah.
I can't
That
wait.
opening scene seems like it will be quite something.
I'm wondering if did Kradinsky write it? I think he
Yeah,
did,
he wrote
right?
it again, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and I wonder if he's written it in this sort of vein of where it's like, the first part is here we are, and then the second
I
part
honestly
is
think
like,
it's going to be day one. You're going to see him for 2 minutes. You're going to see when they arrive, and then it'll skip to day 4,000.
Yeah.
Whatever, 10 years
Yeah,
later, whatever, or 5 years later.
Well,
whatever
the
it
kids
is,
look a
where-
little bit older, I think, in that longer trailer. They do look a tad older, which they are, right? They're physically older, so that makes sense.
And it's taking place after all of the,
Yeah.
because they're going way back in time for day
For the
one.
prequel,
because
or
when we
the
joined them,
flashbacks,
when
yeah.
we joined them in the first movie, it's already been a couple years.
day
if I'm not mistaken.
89.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
what
Okay.
it said?
I joined them. Yeah.
It honestly, it looks so good. I'm hoping that we get that same tense feeling, but I hope instead of tense from it being so quiet, that it's tense because it is so loud and in your face, and those moments like you were talking about, right, where they were allowed to be louder because it was the outbreak. I think that'll be so cool.
Well,
I can't wait.
I don't think the villains in this movie are going to be the aliens as much as the people who are affected and left, right?
I mean, it's Walking Dead, it's The Last
Yeah.
of Us, it's all
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And you said, Justin, you said it reminded you a bit of The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, Last of Us in the sense of the aliens, and also just the sort of post-apocalyptic time.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's like, going back to what we were talking about with Uncharted. It's like, do you need to do a video game movie of The Last of Us? Like,
Right, because we have it in A Quiet Place.
yeah, exactly.
Well, speaking of, do we really need a movie of this? The trailer for The Green Knight. And by do we need a movie of this? Do we need a weird, pretentious movie like this based on this Arthurian story that this doesn't look anything like the story I read in high school? I know
Yeah.
I said that when we watched the trailer, but I mean it. This looks weird and
The
like
Green Knight.
weird for the sake of weird.
It looks like an interesting take on the story. I appreciate it.
I gotta say, dude, I'm
Excited.
You
starting.
guys let me know how it is.
I'm becoming more and more of a fan of A24. The more movies I see from them, you got Midsummer, you got The Witch, right? And this very much had, you hear that weird sound that sounds like it's from It, like that, that sort of thing in the trailer, and
As the crown is lowering,
right, and it's headlights on fire. I'm like, I don't know, man. I dig it. Like, I'm down to have a medieval but scary movie. Like, I hope it's scary. Like, it looks like it could have the opportunity to be that way. That scene with the mountain and the hand reminded me of that. Do you remember that troll movie that was like that Norwegian troll movie?
Right. Yeah.
Right? It just has that same idea of that sort of like fuzziness. I don't know, man. This movie trailer got me hyped, and I can't wait for it. I don't think
very
it looks pretentious
surreal.
at all. I think it looks like a medieval version of everything that you want from something like, The Witch. That sort of feeling.
I think it has like this blend of like a medieval surrealist story. You know what I mean? Like it almost, it's very dreamscape, and it looks interesting. I'm definitely intrigued. I definitely want to see it. So they good on them for doing a very captivating little trailer.
We'll watch it. We'll let you know how it is.
Yeah. Please let me know. The snobbier the better, which I'm sure it will be. Speaking of. Let's see where this goes. The Hunt.
Yeah.
I love the tagline at the end of the trailer. The most talked about movie that hasn't come out yet.
Yes.
Because it does look like it has a few things to say, doesn't it?
Well, so the interesting thing about The Hunt is it was supposed to come out a long time ago. It was actually supposed to come out in 2019. In fact, if you look it up, it's quoted as a 2019 film. There was some controversy because Universal decided to shelve the release of the movie. They actually did it because of there was a shooting in the States that happened, specifically the El Paso mass shootings in August of 2019. It was supposed to come out like right around that time, and so they had to push it because it just was something that they apparently, there was criticism from like Donald Trump and stuff like that, and it just got because the movie itself, like if you watch the trailer, it has to do with hunting people, right? And so I guess they just weren't comfortable putting a movie like that out.
It would have been in poor taste to release a movie that's sort of not satirizing that sort of thing, but you know what I mean, sort of taking an aggressive look at white culture and gun culture and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
In the wake of a real tragedy, that commentary wouldn't sit well, I don't think. So that was probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to not do it then. But again, it raises the question. Like, I'm not big on like the political sort of stuff, and I wouldn't criticize it for doing it. But does it need to come out if that is such an epidemic in the United States? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like oh, so now that it's calmed down,
right?
it's
so
like
is it still
we'll put a
okay?
movie like it out.
Because,
but then
Don't
you
get
get
me started on this
well,
topic.
no,
gentlemen.
because then you get into the whole conversation of like any movie that features guns or any movie that features violence, right?
Or the conversation about gun ownership in general sort of disappears after a month anyways.
Right.
So,
but see, if this becomes a commentary on that, more so about like the rights to arms, then that might be a little bit more intriguing. Do you know what I mean? Like if they're talking
Yeah,
about,
I'm kind of wondering what this movie is.
because they do make reference
commenting
to that amendment.
White people
Yeah.
and gun ownership and
Yeah,
the Second
yeah,
Amendment and that sort of thing. It does look like it has something to say. What
the-
it is
yeah.
is intriguing.
I'm excited to see Hilary Swank in it. I think like I love her in everything she does. So
I'm
I
not a
think
big Swank fan. But
No?
she looks.
What do
she
you
looks,
like her in?
No, I mean like in $1 Million Baby and just like all these other. She's great. I like her. I don't know.
One movie. Big fan.
Sorry.
No, she's also great in
Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah,
Boys Don't
Quiet
Cry
Days
is-
in Hollywood.
never
The
seen it.
Gift.
You've never seen it.
The Affair of the Necklace.
Guarantee you've
The
never seen
Core. You know that movie?
Oh, you better believe.
Oh, I
he's
love
that
it.
one.
I love her in P.S. I Love You. I actually have seen that one. But no, I honestly I'm intrigued to see with the cast that they have and the storyline. But yeah, I don't know. It looks interesting.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'd rather see that than The Green Knight. Just putting it out there.
Oh.
But what I really want to see,
Yes.
this movie looks like if Wes Anderson did a spoof trailer for a Wes Anderson movie, this would be the trailer.
Yeah.
It's the most Wes Anderson thing I've ever seen. It's so much Wes Anderson in 2 minutes. It's almost overwhelming.
I heard a news article about an AI that's starting to take algorithms and make movies out of it. I don't know if we talked about this at all.
No, but
right?
So it did the French Dispatch apparently.
Yeah, it's basically said they just put all the Wes Anderson movies in this AI and it just spit out the French
Would
Dispatch.
you like chapters and text on the screen and like just
like
the
black and white
shots?
and moving from one scene to another by moving the camera out of a window over to the next window and zooming in again? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I haven't even watched that many Wes Anderson movies, and I feel like I watched all of them in this trailer.
Yeah, it has every sort of aesthetic that he is known for.
Yeah.
In this trailer, and I love that. Like, it feels, because it looks like a period piece that takes place over a long period of time in different periods. You know, within France, I'm imagining, or French culture. It's great to see all the different aspect ratios for the film. Like, it's square, then it's it's 70 mil, you know what I mean, or it's got the black bars above it. It's just nice to see that like he is really trying to tell this story through different modes of the medium. It's nice.
lenses, if you will.
And
yes.
it's got Timothy Chalamet.
Yep.
God, what is everybody's fascination with this guy?
He has one face. I think.
Yeah,
like,
douche.
Like, it's just no, but like he just has. I don't know. He was good in Little Women. I liked him in there, but I don't know. I haven't really seen anything else. Bill Murray though.
Yeah, I mean, of all the people, let's focus on Timothy Chalamet in a cast of Edward Norton, Bill Murray,
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe, Christoph
Benicio.
Waltz, Tilda Swinton, Liev Schreiber, Owen Wilson, Adrian Brody, Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
But no, let's focus on Timothy Chalamet. Come on.
Because he saw Little Women, and that's the
Yeah.
only thing he seen with her.
He was
in it.
great.
Well, you didn't mention Swarzy Ronan, who I bet you was in
Yeah,
friggin'
she's-
Little Women
she
too,
is,
wasn't
she
she?
is,
Yeah.
Yeah, the cast is
Saoirse.
unbelievable. I
Saoirse
can't.
Ronan.
Yeah,
Saoirse. I'm searching
Like
for
inertia.
a reason not to punch it.
No, the cast is incredible. I'm
Does this
excited
movie
for
look
that.
good to you guys? Like,
Yeah.
you want to see it?
100%.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Especially after Grand Budapest.
Yeah.
Like, this feels like an
Grand
indirect
Budapest is
sequel.
top 5 favorite movies of all time for me. I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
I think I need
The pops
to.
coming out for that are amazing. But I think we've talked enough about trailers.
Wait, but there's one more. I mean, it's not in the doc. Can we just talk about Stranger Things really quick?
Oh, no! Who cares? Everybody knows he's back. People on Facebook, oh my God, he's back! No shit! All right, but enough of this. We already know stuff. What we don't know is the results to our little Oscar game we played last week. So I think we should jump right ahead into the topic of the show. So for this week's topic, we are looking back at, as I called it in the last episode, the biggest night of the year in Hollywood. We're talking about the Oscars.
Oh, so good.
It was quite the show. Nate watched his first Oscars, everybody,
Listen,
and
the
he's
first one that I
he's
actually
in.
cared about.
Yay!
Well, and,
He cares.
And was it because we played this game that you cared?
Yeah, and also because this was the first time where I really took the time to watch at least almost all of the best pictures, except for The Irishman, because I didn't want to take a week off work. But yes,
That's 4 best pictures in and of itself.
Yeah. Is it that good though? The Irishman?
I've never seen it. My dad's on his third viewing. Like he's watching it in literal hour-long.
Have you checked on him and make sure he's okay?
He's still breathing.
Okay, thank goodness. Dude, honestly, like if having no host means the Oscars can be this way every single time, I honestly thought it was, because I have watched the Oscars before, you guys, but I did think it was one of the best Oscars in a long time.
I've been watching since probably 96.
Okay.
I think my first real Oscars memory is Billy Crystal hosting.
Yes.
And
Some of the
he
best.
did this cool montage with a screen in the background, and it was the year of the English Patient. So
Okay.
I'm thinking that's all the way back to like 96.
Okay, yeah, I totally.
But I
watched it when
watch
it came out.
every year. I'm an Oscars guy. I love it. I think it's fun. Even if I don't see all the pictures, I just love it. I think it's so cool. It is something that you will constantly talk about, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's something that gets attached to people's names for their entire career.
Yep, to movies that you would see on Blu-ray later and be like, "Oh, I need to get that."
You know, but it was the game, man. It got you.
Yeah.
Because you got my brother. My brother didn't see any. The only two movies that were nominated that
Yeah.
he saw were Avengers and Star Wars.
Really?
But he got into the Oscar pool, and he's like, I can't wait for next year.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He actually lost on the Best Picture of the Year.
Really?
That's what separated him and the eventual winner.
Yeah, who's Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah.
She went wild and picked Parasite. And
She
turned
went
out
with
to be
her
a
heart.
good bet.
That's so good.
She'd never even seen Parasite. She just
Yeah.
went, I need to be different. I need to take the non-favorite. Just that's the only way you can really win those things. And
Yeah.
you know, but so while we didn't make guesses on all 26 categories,
Mm-hmm.
we did on what we determined to be the top 13 categories.
Yeah,
Yes.
so half.
So for the money pool, where we did all the categories and they had different points and everything like that, because I like the way my friend Justin runs the pool.
Yeah.
Best picture's worth 5, where something like best documentary is only worth 1.
Right.
I'll just run through the categories really quickly, who we picked, what was the actual winner,
Yeah.
and then I will reveal the winner at the very end, because it really did come right down to the very end. It was pretty close. It was pretty close.
I'm so excited. I don't think it was me.
Starting with best visual effects, all 3 of us picked Lion King. All 3 of us were wrong. It was
Snubbed.
1917, and I originally said it should be 1917,
Yeah.
and then picked Lion King, so I was wrong there.
But like, why? For like a blurry, like the shot they show is like a blurry shot in the background that they light a house on fire. Like, cool. Like the whole movie was a spectacle. I get it. But the Lion King, they literally invented animals to the point where I know my dad thought that Knives Out was weird, but he actually came up to me and was like, they use real animals in that movie, right? I was like, Dad, the animals talk. Oh. But he's like, no, but for the bodies, like I know the mouths were fake. I'm like, no, Dad.
No,
and I think, but I don't think he's like. I think there was a lot of people that thought that. Like, kudos to them for making that.
It was
whole
beautiful,
movie.
but
1917.
they
did it.
used CGI to make 1917 look like one shot.
Right.
Yeah,
It was
that was part of the cinematography.
yeah.
So then it won.
Prawitsky all night. My buddy Justin all night.
Yeah.
It was only like 8 shots, man. It was probably 100 shots.
Yeah.
Made to look like
Like one.
And you only noticed 2 or 3 transitions the whole movie. That was why it won.
Okay.
And that's what I said in the first place. And I should have picked it.
But you didn't.
It cost me.
All right.
In film editing, we were all wrong once again. Justin and myself picked Parasite. Nate,
Yeah.
you picked Joker.
Yeah.
Terrible decision. The winner was Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, like the amount of cuts in that movie between like the steering wheel and then the his foot on the pedal and then the side of the car and like I get it. It makes sense now that I think about it.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I watched it the day of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved
So
it.
good.
I actually think it should have won Best Picture. We can get into
Really?
that. It's the best picture of the year. It's the most best picture of the year film out there.
Okay. Wow.
But it was too long. It was about half an hour too long.
Too long.
And it won best
and
editing.
it won Best Editing.
It's weird.
That's what bugged me. I was very upset about that award. I was
Yeah.
like, that should be Best Picture, but not Best Editing. It was too long, I thought.
All right.
So I disagreed with that choice. Then we get into one of 2 or 3 of the more obvious categories. Foreign film, Parasite, we all got it. Then we move into cinematography, 1917, we all got it.
The Deeks.
The Deeks. Yeah, and you guys were like on the fence about that one. It was so funny. Look, I think it'll be Deacon, but maybe it should be.
Dude, I was on the Mighty Deeks the entire time.
I know. I think Justin, you were like kind of humming and hawing on that one.
They all really exemplify. It's just more or less the politics of like, do you give Roger Deakins another Oscar? But like,
best is the best, right?
But the reality is you brought it up in the podcast as well. It was made to feel like one take, or so that in itself is a master of
even just
of that.
setting that camera in the right place for all.
That's
of those shots
that's what sold me. That's what sold me because I haven't seen 1917 yet.
For original screenplay, not only did Tarantino not win this one,
oh gosh,
he didn't show up other than Brad Pitt winning his award.
Yeah.
Like Parasite, I said it, man. They're gonna give it to a foreign movie. That is a crazy achievement, and they did it.
What did I say for that one?
You picked Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time.
You were
yeah.
convinced it was going to be Tarantino.
I just thought that they wouldn't snub him that bad. They hurt him.
Yep.
You could see it in like when he was sitting there. You could see his face was red.
For adapted screenplay,
yes.
So again, screenplay, they're always my favorites. Somebody I like almost always wins. If it's not Tarantino, and this year, woo, Taika Waititi, baby,
dude.
I'm glad he got a little love.
Yes,
for that movie.
He deserved it. He 100% deserved it.
Did I call that one?
We all got that one.
We all
Yes.
got that. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Honestly, like I love him, and I actually thought it was super endearing seeing him accept that award and be nervous about it. Yeah.
To see these people be so humbled and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he's always going to be Academy Award winner. Moving into animated feature.
Yep.
Speaking of 4,
we
all picked Toy Story 4. Boom, boom, boom. That was kind of one of the more like, oh, really?
Yeah.
They just gave it to Toy Story.
I was so happy.
I was actually surprised. I was like, oh, they actually just gave it to them.
Like we went with our heart on that one, and I was like, it paid off.
I mean, we hadn't seen most of the other nominees.
That's true.
But,
that's true.
So that was a surprise.
Yeah.
Not necessarily pleasant. I mean, I wasn't upset. Best director. Here was a shocker. And unlike the last 2 categories, we all had different answers.
Yeah.
And only one of us was right, Mr. Justin Lawrence,
Yeah.
with Bong Joon.
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Man,
Took it.
he took it.
I thought Mendes.
that was my heart saying I want him to win it, and that's why I picked
I think that's why he won, because you picked
And what's annoying is I, at the end of our guesses, went back on several of my picks because I was going to go with my heart.
Yeah.
I had Bong.
Yeah.
But no, I picked Quentin.
Yeah, and I picked Sam Mendes, right?
Yes, you
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. No, I honestly, every time they said that guy's name, I was both disappointed because I'm losing money, and also extremely ecstatic and happy for him and for everyone in that.
I really have to see this movie, and that's what I kept saying the whole night. I was like, man, really? I have to.
And
see
you still
this?
haven't seen it?
I still haven't seen it. It's one of the most, if not the most, like single-handedly successful Oscar.
the last person to walk out of the Oscars with 4 Oscars was Walt Disney in 1954.
Wow, that's a cool stat.
Wow, that's unreal.
And I love that he beat Tarantino. Like he referenced Tarantino in his speech. He referenced Scorsese because of the quote, which was really great. Like it was a really nice way for him to acknowledge the people that he was.
And they did like
that
the
he was
standing
with.
ovation.
Yeah, they did the standing ovation, but they, for him to recognize the fact that, other directors that he was nominated with and what they've done for him, Tarantino had always put Bong Joon-ho's name on his list of movies outside of the U.S. that he really enjoyed, right? So I like that he called that out. But I also think that he did a better Tarantino movie this year than Tarantino did.
Now that you mention it, yeah. When you
his
see
movies
it, you'll
are-
I
understand.
have to see this.
You got to see this movie, yeah.
But in the meantime, why don't we move on to supporting actress?
Yep.
You were the only one who played this one smart there,
Yeah,
Nate.
swish.
You went obvious, and it paid off.
Yeah, Laura Dern.
Laura Dern. I had Laura Dern, but this was the other one that I went
with
like,
your
my
heart?
heart, baby.
You went with ScarJo?
I went with ScarJo.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both did.
Honestly, I would have preferred that.
Yeah.
Like
That would have been the upset that I wanted.
Yeah.
Now, Sarah watched Marriage Story.
Yep.
She knew I didn't want to see it, so she watched it
Yeah.
on her own. Really liked it.
Yeah.
Hated Laura Dern in it.
Really?
She said she was campy. She overacted. It was like
Really?
chompingly bad. That's just.
But
she thought everything else was real and raw, and then Laura Dern's character was so false and fake.
But that character is meant to be false and fake. Like that character is meant to be that way. She's an LA divorce lawyer.
Easiest kind of acting there is.
I don't think
to play a character
in that category of actors.
Yeah.
She did the least amount of acting, in my opinion.
I mean, I enjoyed her performance. I thought she did great. I would have preferred to go to ScarJo.
It should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really upset me almost as much as the shoe scene. Her not winning almost upset me as much. What did not upset me was for the supporting actor.
Yeah.
Woo, he did it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're 25 years ago whenever Thelma and Louise came out and you're seeing this really handsome dude, Brad Pitt, and you're like, wow, handsome guy.
Yeah.
And all these years later he's become like just synonymous with Hollywood and movies and everything, and to see him finally get that acclaim and that recognition, that was like such a cool moment.
And I love how he shouted out Leo, and he's like, I'll ride on your coattails. That was so good. Like, and you can tell they're such buddies, right? Like,
but he was humbled, right?
Right.
I think he knew it was coming. Most people, we all guessed it,
Yeah.
So, but it was still surprising.
And
then he was up there and he was almost shaking with and he even looked back at his career and to think of where he came from and how appreciative he was for everybody and that gave him the shot. And it was cool. That was my favorite award of the night.
And it was a great way to start off the best Oscars ever.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was. I honestly think it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Here was one that was just like, we saw this coming. Best actress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We all guessed Renee. She won.
Zellweger. And then she...
Cool. Oh, let's get political. Blah, 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 blah. Get off the stage. Where was Gervais to tell her to take her award and get off the stage?
But you know what? And we'll get to this, but they gave so much time to Joaquin that they had to give the same amount. They had to give the same amount to Renee. And when she started giving her speech, I was like, okay, I'm following. And then probably in the 14th minute, I was like, I don't know if I can keep up with you here. I got to check out of this. Like it felt like she's just was saying stuff to say stuff. And I don't know, man.
They have a timer. So it's like, I guess
but they let them go.
Yeah.
They let them go.
Yeah. And I don't know. I
thought both of their speeches were pretentious, over the top.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right use of the platform.
Well, let's just continue to...
Oh, shall we all raise a glass of milk to toast Joaquin?
Oh, jeez. I will say so Joaquin wins Best Actor, and we all said Joaquin, right? We all did, for Best Actor, obviously. So Joaquin wins, and he starts giving his speech, and at first I'm like, okay, where is he? Oh, okay, where is he gonna go? Oh. Okay.
I mean, at least he didn't say he was saving the environment by only wearing one tuxedo during award season. I guess he learned his lesson.
Yeah, but
this guy,
I don't know, man.
You're a great actor. Get out of my life, man. I hate him now. I do. I hate him now.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. Here's the thing.
Be humble.
I agree.
Don't scold me. You're a millionaire. Don't tell me how to live my life. You set the example, man.
Yeah, but this
and not by only wearing one tuxedo. This pretentious.
But I think to
buffoon.
To his point, using your voice as a platform, if you have that kind of power, absolutely should be done. Should it be done during the Oscars? I don't quite think so. And I get it. There's so many eyes on the Oscars, so many people watching. It's a great opportunity. But you could literally say all of this at any other given time and get almost as many eyes, or if not more in some instances, if you're on the Tonight Show or what, I just think he didn't need to quite say what he said, but when he got to the end of that speech and he started talking about his brother, brought me right back in. I was just like, oh.
Sure.
That should have been his speech.
That should have been his speech.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was so good.
Nailed it, Justin. Yeah. Nailed it. That should have been his speech.
I appreciate the idea of wanting to, use your platform and use your voice. But to your point, it's the Oscars. It's really for the eyes, right? So if you're going to do it in a place that matters. That when I see it, that there's validity behind it, not someone standing on a stage, in a tuxedo,
accepting an award for a movie.
Accepting an award for a movie and not taking the time to talk about what it took to make that movie.
Yeah.
But talking about something else because he just wanted to use that platform for that purpose. If that's how he can navigate through his his life of being a celebrity, because I think that's kind of something that he's been dealing with, is like, how does he
remember that whole stunt he did for like a year?
No, exactly. So I think the reality is that he's kind of found his footing again, but now he's trying to find a way to use whatever he's doing to do that. He's not talking about, he didn't spend any time during this award season really talking about the movie he made, other than in the interviews and stuff like that.
But like, even if you're going to use it as a political platform, why not talk about mental health? That's what that bloody movie is
Relate
about.
it back to the film.
Use it for like, talk about the cause that you just exploited for the sake of a comic book movie.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Touche, Kevin. Touche.
Listen, you should reach out to his PR and
I'd love
ask
to
for an interview.
Yeah. We'll sit down for milk. Oh, gosh. We'll move on to Best Picture, where only one of us got it right. This was the real clincher.
Yeah.
Justin, Parasite, Best Picture. What a shocker.
Did you, Kevin, you originally said Parasite? Or were you always on the Hollywood
I was
train?
big on like it might and what an upset and how historic and everything, but I never actually picked it. I did go, I thought 1917 was going to win it.
Yeah.
And then I said, no, I'm going to go with my heart. I think Once Upon a Time for the upset.
Yeah.
So I cannot lay claim to guessing it like this man confidently did.
Seeing him win so much and seeing that happen, I think
even at the end.
Well,
at the end.
This is the thing. I realized that 1917, which was my choice for winning, was the wrong choice the moment Eminem stepped on stage, because I was like, maybe they are doing different things at this Oscars. Maybe they have learned from their past, and just with every award that won.
As they were about to announce Best Picture, did you honestly think
I thought
it was going to be Parasite?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you at that point you were
at that point I was like, okay,
it's going to happen. It was very much like, how could it not be?
Right.
That's how I felt.
And then I was like,
but it was still like,
jump up in the air.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Like, I'm sure everyone everywhere that was watching it was freaking out, jumping up, fist pumping in the air.
Well, and then they start doing their speeches, and then Jane Fonda comes on the stage, and you're like, no, they did not read out the wrong winner again.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
And then the lights went down.
Mr. Tom Hanks, everybody's lovely grandfather, whatever.
Yeah, they cut them off. They cut them off, and they ushered the lights back on.
Bring it back on. It was a cool moment.
Yeah, it's the best picture.
And like, even though that woman, like, I don't know if she really added too much to that moment, but like,
I thought it was a great little
sweet.
It was
sweet. She was,
cute.
Bong. She's like talking how great he is and stuff.
But she was a producer, right? She's a producer of Korean films. For her film to be recognized in Hollywood, she deserves at least that opportunity to
talk,
to be up on
Absolutely.
stage and at least share. So, because I don't think anyone really pegged director or best picture for Bong. Like he was definitely one of the high.
I mean,
options.
you did.
Yeah, but
and Sarah did.
Yeah,
but she did it on a whim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna either lose anyways, or I'm gonna lose guessing. Like
spectacularly.
She took
Yeah. But I mean, it's crazy how much time they gave to Renee Zellweger and Joaquin Phoenix,
and then cut them off after winning,
and cut off the
every
Korean
award.
people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh man, like, that's not a good look.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad that everyone in the audience immediately recognized that and up, and they bring the microphone back up. But dude, that was
I would recognize
a little
it though.
weak.
I would recognize it though if I was the person in that control center, and I would have made that decision because she was tucked away at the back.
Yeah.
Then she found her way to the front.
Yeah.
So as soon as he was finished, and they moved off, the lights went down. They switched the camera because they're at the end of the show, right? There's a lot of people on the stage, right? So I'm glad though that they didn't just push her off. And then said, okay, just hang on, Jane. Let's do it. They rectified it, right? They at least corrected that, because it could have been a lot worse.
That's a good take on that.
Yeah.
Who won?
Justin is our winner. 10. Both of us got 8. Justin got 10 right out of 13. Not bad, man.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Nice.
Congratulations, Justin.
And it was going with your gut, going with your heart on Parasite. Your heart was in the right place.
Well, because that was my top movie of the year, and I've had an opportunity to see some other movies that I didn't get a chance to put in that list, and I think they would be in the list, like The Lighthouse and stuff like that. But Parasite would still take it home because it connects on so many levels for different people. So it was very well done.
So you're telling me that this movie is that good?
I believe so. I've
the
seen
best
it now.
picture of the year. It was directed the best. It was the best written movie of the year.
I think it deserved all the recognition.
So crazy.
I've seen it 4 times now. twice after seeing it winning at the Oscars. I think next week we can really kind of talk more in-depthly about Parasite, because I think for next week I would like to pose a challenge for us for Watch Club.
Okay.
So you guys got to tune in next week so you can hear about this, but I want you guys to watch some Bong Joon-ho movies.
Do I have to watch The Host?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't.
It looks good.
I think
I
what
saw
we'll
the trailer.
do. Well, yeah, yeah. The Host is actually really good. If you're gonna watch,
I heard it's really good.
Mother is. I haven't actually seen that one. I might watch that one.
Yeah,
Just
see,
because
I don't like
haven't
horror movies. That's why I haven't watched much of this guy's
seen-
stuff.
But Host is not.
It's not really a horror
It's more
movie,
like
right?
monster. It's creature
Monster.
feature.
Yeah.
It's
and
fun.
it's South Korean. There's horror elements, but it's not. You won't get scared. Okja, which is on Netflix. You've seen Snowpiercer, Kev.
Yes.
So
So if you have Netflix, listeners, easy to access. You can watch Okja or Okja, however it's pronounced. We'll find out.
Okja on Netflix. There's Snowpiercer's on Netflix.
Yep.
Parasite's now out for digital download on iTunes Store for actually a relatively affordable price. So it's not.
If you're a Bell subscriber, you can rent it for $6.
No, there
not
you go.
bad.
Yeah, no, I'll host next week's episode, and we'll chat some Bong Joon-ho films.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah, I think so. I'd like
Kind of
to
the
get
talk
into
of the
it.
town.
I'd like to get into it with you guys about
Cool.
it. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm excited to watch those movies and see where he came from and obviously Parasite's the pinnacle of what he's made, but I think it'd be cool to kind of go back and revisit Snowpiercer, because we've watched that already, but also maybe learn some new stuff as well.
yeah, absolutely. I always
I will definitely watch Parasite. I'll try and watch a couple of the other ones
Yeah,
too.
you can
You
get
know,
to
them.
I'll get into the spirit of it.
Yeah, we'll get into spirit of it. If not, if you don't have to see them all, whatever you can watch, and then that way we can engage in conversation on it. I think that'd be great. So next week we'll hit up some Bong Joon-ho films.
Yep.
Down.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Watch Club is afoot.
Okay,
so let's
cool.
do it.
Awesome.
But until then, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, please give us a rating on Apple Podcasts. As always, 5 stars is the minimum.
The minimum. That's all you're allowed.
Minimum
Yeah.
you can give there. So please rate and review, as it will really help us keep the show going.
Yeah. If you rate any less, you have to sit through Renee Zellweger's speech again.
What a cool catch you've put in there.
Just once.
It's amazing. We are Geekcentric, and you can be too, which means you can also check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/geekcentric. Follow us on Twitter at geekcentricyt, and follow us on Instagram at We Are Geekcentric. Also, if you have any questions, comments, criticisms, if you agree with us, if you disagree with us, we would love to hear from
Please.
you. Shoot us an email. Justin, where can they reach us?
They can reach us at wearegeekcentric@gmail.com. That's wearegeekcentric@gmail.com.
And if you want to direct message us on Twitter or on Instagram, please feel free to do so. We're going to be keeping our eye on that as well. About, if you want to talk to us about any of these movies that we're going to be watching, we'd love to have some write-ins for next week's episode.
Couldn't have said it better myself, even though I'm the host. Just kidding. Thank you so much for joining me for today's award-winning episode. Ooh, as we say,
Love ya.
get home safe, guys.
Peace.